next knot I'm going to show you is called a Prussik knot. For a Prussik knot, you just need a loop, small piece of cordage that's a loop, and you need something that's tight, that's taut. So to make this loop, what I've done is I've taken a small piece of cordage. I'll undo it for you. And I've tied an overhand knot with the tag ends, which just means I've made a loop, this, gone over, and then I've gone under, and I've pulled my tag ends through that loop just to make a knot like I would if I were trying to tie a knot on anything. So I've got a loop like this. And what I'll do is I'll take that loop and I'll pass it under whatever line I'm trying to connect this to. And I will take the untied ends, the side without the knot, and I'm going to pass this part through this part. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to pull it through the hole that was made. I'm going to do that. Usually I do it 3 times. I'll do it 2 for today because this is a shorter piece of cord. But I've twisted it twice. And I will pull that loop real tight. I'm going to squeeze these sides together. So I pull the loop tight and I squeeze the sides together. I do that over and over and over again until I've got this. What's cool about the Prussik knot is that if I squeeze the sides, I can move it back and forth. But if I pull the loop, the tension from those extra loops won't let it move. So it's really good for securing things like pulling a tarp tight on a shelter, or even for hanging things. If you want to set up like a laundry line, you can pull things, hang them like that. So it moves side to side if I pinch the middle or the bottom here. But if I pull the loop, it does not move at all. It's a great knot. Okay, the last knot I'm going to show you is called a cinch knot. And it's basically what you use if you're fishing. Now, I don't have a giant fishing hook, but I do have a giant key. And this is how you would tie fishing line to a fishing hook. It's a good knot to know. So imagine this is the eye of your hook. This is the circle part of the hook. It's going to be much smaller in real life, and this is going to be much thinner if you're using fishing line. But you'll take the tag end of your fishing line, you will pass it through the eye of your hook. Then you bring it back up towards the working end, and we're going to wrap it around here, usually 3 times. So we go 1, move my hand so you can see, 2, 3. Now we're going to take the tag end, we're going to pass it back through this loop right here. Tag end goes back through that loop, like this. We pull that tight. We've got a knot. The hook on here is ready to hold a fish. If you're fishing, you should always test this, pull on it, because the worst thing in the world is getting a fish on and then losing it because you didn't tie a good knot. So I'll show you one more time. You have the eye of your hook, your tag end. Pull it through and go this way. Next, you wrap the tag end around, usually 3 times. You can do more, 2, 3. Pull the tag end back through the loop. Pull it tight. And that's not going anywhere. So that is a cinch knot, or essentially it's a fisherman's knot with 1 less loop if you're being really picky. But yeah, use this for fishing, catch some fish.